Hey guys, this is Chris with HTC Concepts, and today we're here to talk about our basic pistol class, what to bring and what to expect. Alright, so on the table here we have a couple of different pistols that we usually see in the courses. The first one is going to be a full-size Smith & Wesson M&P. This is a standard striker-fired pistol. Any pistol like this from the name brands, Smith & Wesson, Springfield, Glock, FN, any of those name brand pistols in a full-size model is going to be just fine, something that we recommend. The beauty of a full-size pistol is it has the weight to help reduce recoil a little bit. You have a little less felt recoil. It's easier to handle. It's got a longer sight radius. It works really well. That we see in class sometimes is 43X subcompact pistols. These are great for self-defense purposes, but in a class setting, the smaller you go, the harder they are to shoot. So if it's all you got, go ahead and bring it, but we recommend going with a full-size to mid-size gun. Something else that we'll see from time to time is you got fancy, you got a nice gun, it's got a red dot, it's got a light, it's got all the bells and whistles. You're certainly welcome to bring something like this too. There are certainly times when you can use this defensively. So whatever you got, go ahead and bring it on out and we're sure we can work with it. After that, you need a quality belt. Any belt that'll hold a pistol and a magazine pouch will be fine. Obviously you want to try to get something that's more gun specific that can support the weight that you have to carry around for a couple of days. It'll be more comfortable, but any belt will work. After that, we have Kydex holsters. Now you can have a leather holster if it's a quality holster, but generally we don't recommend leather holsters. Kydex in this day and age is going to be much more firm. It's going to allow you to reholster the pistol much easier with less issues safety wise. A couple examples, we have a regular outside the waistband pancake holster. This will take the pistol and a light. So those are available. This is a standard holster that's just for a pistol. It's opened up in the front a little bit, makes it a little easier to get out. Slides right on a belt, easy to use. Magazine pouches, you've got a single magazine pouch, although in our classes we generally recommend a minimum of 3 magazines. So that would be 1 in the gun and 2 on your belt, or more if possible. The more magazines you have, the less time you have to spend loading magazines and you have more time to learn and absorb. Here's an example of a double mag pouch. So again, pretty simple, just slides right onto your belt, easy peasy. And then also appendix holsters. You can bring these if you want, but we generally prefer to have a Kydex holster for appendix use. That way it's easier for you to stick it back in your belt and not have to worry about any kind of safety issues. Also, we definitely recommend a quality weapon light if you're going to be using this for defensive purposes. You know, in the daytime, you don't really need it too much, but the more you train with the light on your handgun, the better. So that's what we recommend there. Also, if you want to, you can bring something like a war belt setup. This is an outside 2-part belt system that fits over a Velcro type belt. And you see on here, I've got 2 pistol magazine pouches, 1 rifle magazine pouches if you're doing the combination course where we're doing carbine and handgun. We've got a Safariland police style type retention holster. It's a level 2. Medical equipment, we've got some medical gear on here. This is a tourniquet and then a multi-tool on the belt. So something like this, if you want to bring that too, that will work as well. But again, make sure you bring a minimum of 3 to 5 magazines. More is always better. Also, anytime you're on the range with the guns, it's a good idea to have an individual first aid kit. If you want to have it on your belt or close by in a bag, something like that, or on your person, that's always a good thing. Of course, in all our classes, we have an extra med bag available. Next thing we're going to talk about is ammunition. A minimum of 400 to 500 rounds of ammunition is what we recommend. There will be times during the course when we'll be able to go over drills that we've done in the past or get some extra time and work in on something that you may be struggling with. So if you can bring more than that, by all means, please do. Also, eye and ear protection is also a requirement. Ear protection, you can use earplugs, you can use earmuffs. We prefer electronic earmuffs. Having electronic earmuffs makes it easier for you to hear all the range commands and keep a better awareness of what's going on in class. But whatever you got, go ahead and make sure you bring eye and ear protection. All right, something else you might also want to bring a cleaning kit and some lubricant, oil, any type of gun oil, something along those lines. If you have questions, call us ahead and we'll help you out with that. And then finally, you want to have weather-specific clothing. We're here in Texas. In the summertime, it's going to be really hot, so you make sure you bring some sunscreen and appropriate materials for that weather. In the wintertime, it can get cold, so Pay attention to what time of year it is. Make sure you bring appropriate clothing, rain gear, cold weather gear, hydration, snacks, things like that. All right, and what can you expect at one of our courses? Well, we're here to have fun first and foremost. So we're gonna, tell some jokes, tell some stories. Some of those stories might actually even be true. Who knows? But the bottom line is we want you to get familiar with your equipment and your firearm. So we're gonna do what we can to make sure that that happens. We're gonna probably do a lot of dry firing. Probably more stuff about dry firing than you can imagine possible. But mostly we want to make sure that you come with an open mind so that we can learn what we have to give. We're going to give you everything that we can to get you down the path of what you're trying to do with your firearm. There's going to be some positive reinforcement. There's going to be learning all the basics of your weapon skills. And then we hope at the end of the day that you're happy with the course and that you got your money's worth. And that's pretty much it.